I'm Amy Ivey, and I'm the Executive Director and the Horticulture Educator with Cornell Cooperative Extension here in Clinton County. There's been a steady increase in the interest in local food over the last, I'd say, at least 5 to 10 years or so. It starts with the farmers markets. That's probably the way most people know about finding local food. And now there's been a big increase in the number of CSAs, which is community supported agriculture. So we've got several CSAs in the area now, as well as more and more roadside stands, more farmers markets, and now even more stores are starting to carry local food too. Last year, the first year we held this Food from the Farm event, we held it in March last year also, and I loved the reaction that I got from so many people is, why are you holding a local food event in March? There's no local food in March. And so it's so great to be able to say, oh yes, there is. It's a more challenging time for most people to think about local food, so it was really fun to be able to have an opportunity to say, look at all that's here.
Hi, I'm Beth Spa with Rehoboth Homestead. We have a small farm about 1.5 miles south of Ausable Point, right off Route 9 in Peru. We do 3 acres of organically grown mixed vegetables, and we have about 3 acres in pasture that we use for chickens, ducks, and geese. So we have fresh eggs. We also do broilers, and we have duck meat. People come to us and join our CSA to get great tasting food, and they bring their children out, and the kids eat vegetables. The kids like to go see the chickens, sometimes pick the eggs, but we just get a lot of compliments on the flavor of our foods.
I mean, I don't think bad food is evil. I don't think McDonald's is evil. It's just not something that I care to personally support, and it's only as evil as you make it. And I think that there's a huge growing awareness for people who care and want to know where their food comes from, which is why I support it.
We're originally from Philadelphia, but we were in LA for about 6 years. And, the climate there's just tons of local food offerings. There's basically a farmer's market every day of the week. So when we moved here during the summer, we saw there was a farmer's market. We're very excited that we continue to, buy local and organic.
Fledging Crow Vegetables is my business with my partner Ian. We've been doing it for about 5 years now. We grow certified naturally grown vegetables, we raise livestock, and we run a CSA program, as well as do farmers markets, and we wholesale to local businesses. We try to get our vegetables out there as best we can to everybody. It's difficult to be able to grow food in this way. Obviously, it's more labor and more cost intensive. But we feel like it's more important to work harder and spray less. It's important to be able to grow healthy food in the way that's supposed to be grown, and unfortunately that requires more labor and therefore more money. So we have to get a higher price for our products, but we also try to keep that price within the range to make it available for everybody. Yeah, this is where it all starts. This is all the potting soil that we get from Vermont Compost Company in Vermont. It's the good stuff, so we spend the money to get that, and they bring these totes, and then we bring the totes in here. We just cleaned out a tote today, and this is the soil pad where we make all the soil blocks. We have these machines. There are these presses. You make the soil like this, and then it presses out of the transplant blocks. And this is all the plants. This is what we have going so far. Celeriacs and shallots. There's the tomato starts are going under there. We just did a seeding today, so there's all manner of brassicas and herbs and stuff under there. You can see that we keep them shaded from the sun while they're still germinating, and once they germinate, then we pull the cover back so they get the direct sunlight. This is also serves as a frost blanket at night, so we keep them covered at night to keep them nice and warm, and there's a heating system underneath, so we try to keep them up around 70, 75 degrees all the time at least. The leeks, we run in a little bit different system. They need at least a solid 6 or 8 inches of soil in order to really size up in time for transplant. They don't grow like the rest of the plants in the little blocks. So then when we're ready for these, we just dig in and individualize them and then put them in the transplanter.
My name is Ian Ader. I'm 30 years old. I manage and own Fledging Crow Vegetables. We are part of a small food cooperative in this area. I started off about a half an acre garden, and it grew by about half an acre every year. Our goal is to continue to sign on members to this cooperative in hopes that through a cooperative of small farms, we can create a year-round full diet CSA and really be able to produce food for the kind of quantity of people that are in a place like Plattsburgh or Lake Placid. We produce anything from specialty salad mixes, arugula, spinaches, to herbs, heirloom tomatoes, carrots, beets, fingerling potatoes. We pretty much cover the gauntlet. What else about our production? We produce, we have a flock of lambs here, so we do produce grass-fed lamb. We produce grass-fed beef here. We also produce naturally raised pork here. But yeah, it's hard work, man.